Hi everyone, Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. COVID-19 still spreading, but health officials say that they are hopeful a recent surge in cases has peaked. Right now, the U.S. is averaging 117,000 cases daily. That's down, though, some 22% from the week before. Now, health officials say that the decline is due to rising vaccination rates. The White House says that they are encouraging state and local leaders to mandate vaccines, but it is being met with some pushback in states like Florida and Texas, where executive orders are making vaccine mandates punishable by fines. And now some business owners say that they are torn over whether they will have to comply with a federal mandate, even if a state says it is not enforceable.
We're very concerned about the enforcement mechanism. So we think that there's really the opportunity for an unlevel playing field.
According to the CDC, about 54% of all Americans are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. The CDC data shows an average of nearly 780,000 doses are being administered each day. President Biden's administration now purchasing more than 1 million new doses of Regeneron's COVID antibody treatment. Regeneron says that they will start supplying them this month and possibly more by the end of January. Now, that brings the total of doses purchased by the U.S. to more than 3 million. Regeneron says the government will pay around $2,100 per dose, and it will be provided for patients at no cost. The treatment fights COVID by kickstarting the body's immune system against infection. Texas and Louisiana residents are starting to clean up a bit after the damage from the storm Nicholas. The storm brought whipping winds reaching some 75 miles per hour, while dumping up to a foot of rain in parts of the states. Thousands still without power, though, after the strong winds toppled trees and power lines. Folks who already had their homes and businesses flooded or damaged by Hurricane Ida 2 weeks ago are trying to prevent it from happening again.
Many people all the way from New Orleans to here have this or more damage. They're not going to recover quickly or easily.
Forecasters say what's left of Nicholas will continue to drop up to 10 inches of rain in the coming days. Our part of the Gulf Coast feeling some impacts from Nicholas. The red flags flying in Orange Beach. That means that the surf is rough and the risk for rip currents high. Now, because of that, Orange Beach Surf and Rescue is asking that folks stay out of the water.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report. The radar before 4:30 in the morning is active. You can see showers in several spots across the Gulf Coast. Some heavy rain pushing into parts of Pensacola and over toward the Naval Air Station, and some very heavy rain showing up just north of Biloxi and Pascagoula. Most of the rain light to moderate, but there are some heavy pockets out there, so you want to be very careful when you're leaving the house early to go to work. And it's going to be a very wet Wednesday with rain likely across the Gulf Coast throughout much of the day. You're going to want the rain gear close by, and Nicholas is causing this. Nicholas now a tropical depression across Louisiana, and that's where it's going to die off by tomorrow at the latest. So Nicholas isn't going to be moving any farther east. What's left of it is just going to die, but the remnants of it is going to continue to keep our air humid and pull rain from offshore to onshore. And you can see a lot of that stretching from Louisiana to Mississippi to our section of the Gulf Coast, and plan on periods of rain throughout the morning, the afternoon, and then even again tonight. And we see almost the same thing throughout the rest of the week. We'll start to see the rain coverage diminishing a little bit by this weekend, and it'll drop off even more as we head into next week. Here are your weather headlines for this Wednesday. This morning, it is going to be wet and humid, and then throughout the day, rain very likely. And as far as the rest of the week, expect the risk of more rain. Let's go through the Fox 10 Futurecast. You can see that as we go through the morning, the rain coverage is only going to increase and the rain rates are only going to get higher, with the possibility of thunderstorms mixed in. We go toward midday and you can see that it's raining almost everywhere. Some of that rain very heavy. You will have to be extra cautious on the roads because they will be very slick. As we head in toward the early evening, we start to see some breaks in the rain, but then as we head in toward the late night hours, more showers will begin to blossom and form. So any breaks in the rain will be brief. Here's how the next 7 days are going to stack up. The highs remain in the mid to low 80s, mornings in the low 70s, and the rain chances stay very high all the way through the weekend and then start to back off a bit next week. We'll talk much more about your weather throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.